Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about the volcanoes. So, the volcanoes are formed by the plate boundaries disturbance. What are these plate boundaries disturbance? First is the convergent plate boundaries. In convergent plate boundaries, the plates move towards each other, and when they clash, one plate boundary goes another other plate boundary, and in this they form mountains. Fold mountains can be formed due to this. The second is the divergent plate boundary. When the plates move away from each other, they leave a gap between them. So this gap gets filled when the molten rocks oozes from there. Next is the transform plate boundaries, where the plate boundaries actually past each other, scraping and disforming as they pass. They just slide each other. I don't know why this slide is not going ahead. Yeah. So, what are volcanoes? Volcano is a rupture in the Earth's crust that allows the hot lava, volcanic ash, and all the gases to escape from the magma chamber below the surface. Structure of a volcano: first is the vent. Vent is the pipe-like opening through which this all these molten rocks, ashes, and gas and steam, all those they come out. The lava is the magma. Magma, when flows and comes out of the earth's surface, it is called as the lava. Then is the volcanic cone. Volcanic cone is when the collection of erupted rock material comes and it gets collected around a vent. It results in the building of a cone. So that is called as the volcanic cone. Pyroclastic flow. The pyroclastic flow is the flow of the dense and destructive mass of that very hot ash, lava, fragments, and all this gas which is ejected explosively from a volcano and typically flowing in a great speed. Crater is the funnel shaped depression at the top of the volcano. If that crater is big enough and makes a big basin in shape, it is called as the caldera. The volcanic plug, when the no volcanic activity takes place, when a volcano is extinct, at that time the magma which is there in the vent, it solidifies, and a plug like a neck like structure is caused, that is called as the magma the plug or the magma volcanic neck. So on the basis of their activity, there are three types of volcanoes: active volcanoes, dormant volcanoes, and extinct volcanoes. Active volcanoes are the volcanoes which are erupting in the recent period, like the Mount Stromboli in Silici, Izalco in El Salvador. And the dormant volcanoes are the volcanoes which have erupted only in the early periods and now they are very quiet, like the Mount Fuji in Japan, Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, Mount Vesuvius, and Atitlan in the Australia. The extinct volcanoes are the volcanoes that haven't erupted since a historical period, like the Mount Aconcagua in South America, Mount Elbrus in the Europe, Mount Kenya in Africa. My God, why is this happening? Yeah. So, in volcanic region, wherever a volcano takes place, some features are found. One of them being the bubbling mud pools. The water which is there, it seeps in the volcanic region, and the earth may get heated due to the rocks which is below. So these rocks absorb this water, all the hot acidic gases, and so it creates the mud. As the mud is very hot and it is like boiling, it makes a bubbling like when it's like a bubbling thing. So that's what it's called as the bubbling mud pool. Next is the hot spring. Then the water from the ground, which is heated by the hot volcanic rocks, may come to the surface as the hot spring. There is underground network of water chambers, of which the water heats, converts into steam, and expands. So it pushes the water up and out of the surface. This water may have dissolved elements like sulfur in it. sulfur is good for the skin diseases, and therefore it's told to the people who have skin diseases to bath in these these water of hot springs. Next feature of volcanic region is geyser. Geyser erupts when the base column of water resting in Earth's surface is vaporized by hot volcanic rocks. The force increases with increase in depth, and the uh, steam which is there, as it expands, it applies the force on the rocks, and in this way it bursts out. Oh my god, I skipped one thing, I guess. No, I did not. Sorry, sorry for the inconvenience caused. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know. This PPT, you know. Huh. Yeah. So, destructive effects of volcano. As usual, loss of life and property is there. It triggers earthquake if the volcano is very, very. Oh my god, no. If the volcano is very, very like, if the ash material and all those things, if they push the earth's surface in very a lot of force, earthquake can be formed. The destruction of marine flora and fauna can be taking place underwater volcanoes. Air pollution and accumulation of volcanic ashes and smoke is done. Soil pollution also takes place as the lava solidifies on the soil, and this is not good for the soil. You also have, oh my god, this PPT, you know. Yeah. Constructive effects of volcanoes are also there. Sometimes the lava flows have weathered to give the fertile soil of agricultural values. Fertile soil is formed. Some precious stones are also bursted out in volcanoes which are there under the surface. Hot springs are formed, and they are of medicinal value for the skin curing diseases. Sorry, the skin diseases, they can cure them. Then the geysers and all which are formed, hot springs, geysers and all, they can be a nice tourist attraction. Thank you. I hope you must have understood. Happy learning.